Wake up, and now around the web and around the world, and the Gulf Coast, too.
7:10 this morning, and this was something we were talking about in the last hour. We want to show it to you again. Drone video over Dauphin Island showing the damage and destruction left by those house fires. Let's play a little bit of that video. We don't have it right now, so we will go on to something else right now. If we can get that video back, maybe we won't be able to. Something that just broke just a few minutes ago before the break is the death of Oliver Sacks. Now, if you don't know who that is, you might know his work. You might be somewhat familiar with him. Oliver Sacks is a neurologist, and if you've seen the movie Awakenings, he is the man who Robin Williams plays in that movie opposite Robert De Niro. Oliver Sacks, really known as a neurologist, but also not just in his work in science, but the way he wrote medical journals, the way he wrote his books. It wasn't just a clinical study. He was adding flowery prose, really adding a humanity into his subjects and into his subject matter. He's gotten a lot of play on public radio on the program Radio Lab. That is a program that is about science, and many times he would read essays, read things that he's written about, and these are heartfelt things. Not just people that are suffering from these odd disorders, but he brought the humanity of those people into his writings, and it's such beautiful stuff. If you get a chance, I highly recommend you look up videos or audio from Radio Lab where they have Oliver Sacks. He's been suffering from cancer for some time, and he just passed away, according to the New York Times, as of this morning. So let's go back and talk about those videos from Dauphin Island, the drone video. Let's play a little bit of that for you. This was sent in by a News 5 viewer, and I want to make sure I give full credit on this. This came from Glenn Perry. Now, this was a 3-minute video he posted. I will post it on our website a little bit later on. But the thing you take away from this, not only you get a wider view of the destruction, but you just see the scope of it, Melissa, of how bad things got yesterday.
Yeah, you can still see some of the smoke smoldering from those now. This is all at the west end, correct?
Yeah, this was the West End fires. Again, there were 2 fires that happened yesterday. One involving the Dauphin Island barbecue restaurant, and then another fire incident involving these houses. Now, we did have 1 fatality from this, a man who ran out of one of those houses to the beach and went into cardiac arrest. We don't know for sure whether or not his death is directly related to the fire or if it was just coincidental. That part of it is still under investigation. We also still don't know the cause at this point or whether or not these 2 fires were related. But again, this was one of the worst fires on Dauphin Island in 5 years. 5 years ago, there were fires that destroyed a number of homes, but arguably this is one of the worst things to happen to Dauphin Island outside of a tropical weather event.
Yeah, that video very impressive, so thanks for sending that one in. Just interesting to get a view, and I believe, what, 4 homes there it looked like just damaged or partially damaged.
Nothing but ash.
Yeah.
Let's switch from more serious topics to something a little bit lighter. We're talking about anniversaries, and there's a lighter anniversary, Windows 95's anniversary, and you have a video related just to that. 20
years ago, who would have thought that some of our best friends actually helped out with Windows 95. So this is a little promo video from Windows 95, and you can see here our pals, Jennifer Aniston and Matthew Perry.
Right, and they're in this promotional video, 20 minutes long. Gosh, look how old that computer looks. I mean, it's supposed to be super modern. And this was back before they were huge, back before Friends really took off, right?
And then you can see them, they're taking a tour of Bill Gates' office, going to learn about the new Windows 95. They were fascinated by the clap-on, clap-off lights, as you just saw there. And then I think Jennifer Aniston gets behind the driving seat and explores the start button on Windows 95.
The start button that we all have today, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we're so familiar with, don't even think about using it, but back then, all new. Who would have guessed?